Well, first of all, thank you very much for accepting this interview. It's great for us. Um, it's great for us being doing this interview. It's from a magazine called Mascarada in Mexico, from the big scene, big Gothic scene here in the city. So it's a pleasure to us. So we're here with Barry Gavin.
Very, yeah, correct.
And
Sarah Reed.
Sarah Reed.
Y Cristian Omar Madrigal hizo.
Well, Christian, where are you from?
Yo nací en Los Ángeles, pero crecí en Tijuana, Guasave y Guadalajara.
Okay. Well, we have a Mexican guy in the band, so that's great. Okay, I'm gonna move on with the questions. First of all, we know that there's been a lap of time since maybe 2006, where you released Insidious or Insidious. I don't know the right pronunciation.
Insidious, yeah.
Right. And from now it's third reincarnation, right?
Correct.
So, how's with this lap of time? Was it a standby in the band?
Yeah, a little bit of a standby. Christiana was still working with us up till 2006. Obviously, she was here, but her heart wasn't in it anymore, and she didn't have time, and had too many obligations. So, yeah, I kept starting on new songs, but she never got time to finish them. So, after a certain amount of time, I did Scarlet's Remains for a while, and then Sarah will tell you how we found her. But then we could start working again, which was nice. We could move ahead.
Now we can see you have a beautiful female voice here, and can you tell us about your your being in this band?
You want to know how I joined and everything? I I joined Scarlet's Remains in 2008, and the band wound up breaking up. They didn't wind up continuing, and that's how I met Barry, through them. And Barry, asked them to give me over to him since they weren't going to use me. And then we recorded.
2 songs or something? 1 song? Or
We
2
recorded Betrayal by Light and released it in Germany. And then we didn't work together for a little bit. There was a short pause, and then we got back together, did Third Incarnation, and then went on tour, did Paris and WGT and everything.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
how long have you been in the band from?
I guess it's been 4 years now.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides her joining with her voice in the band and everything, what has been the turning point in the music from that moment and now?
Yeah, I understand. Well, I started doing finishing. Usually, I work on a song and wait for the vocalist. At some point, I just start finishing the songs with my vocals, and it took a little while to get my voice to fit. It had actually a kind of a learning experience trying to fit my voice back into the band. But I finally had a breakthrough, and then I could go quickly and worked on a lot of new songs. And we've continued that on the next CD, which is, let's call it halfway there, but you can say halfway or 1/8 or whatever you want, but the truth will come out in the end. I don't know.
So, I don't know if you guys know about the Gothic Mexican scene. Do you guys know maybe some bands, or have you heard some Mexican music in this?
We played with one of the opening bands before, I believe, and some of the other people, and we know some of the promoters or the people at Uta, and one guy, what is his name, Lord, whatever.
Forgot.
DJ. But we know some people. Maybe we'll see some tonight. But we haven't been in touch with anybody repeatedly. Through Facebook, we don't know if we're in touch with them or not. It changes so fast, and people change their name on Facebook. You don't even know who you're talking to sometimes.
Right. We know that for you it's natural, it's just native to speak in English because it's your language. Except for you, Carlos, it's your second language. But if these bands in Mexico, the Gothic bands, they sing in Spanish, which reach would you think they're gonna make singing in their own language, not in English, not in German, but in the native language?
Well, we have friends in bands in Italy and Germany and France, and there's some of the bands that only speak their native language. Viva la Fête only sings in French, and they do perfect with it. Some Italian bands sing both. They mainly Italian, but they sing some English. A lot of German bands sing in English, and some also sing in German. So I don't know. Maybe the scene works better for English-speaking bands. Maybe, but I don't think that's true all the time. But there is a bias. I think there's definitely a bias.
Well, how's been your experience in Mexico? I don't know. This is not your first time. It's your first time. Oh, cool. But you guys have been here before, right? So you're gonna tell us about this later when you have the experience. But I think you were gonna go great.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It'll be awesome. I know. I mean,
the Mexican audience has always been very enthusiastic. Probably the most enthusiastic audience we have. Maybe sometimes in Germany, sometimes in Paris, it's enthusiastic, but in United States, it's not enthusiastic at all. So we love coming to Mexico. We should come every 3 years or something, every 2 years.
come every year. It'll be awesome. Really.
Maybe we will.
That sounds great. Well, do you have some expectancy? I know you're very excited, but you already know that the Mexican audience, as you as well, Christian, is a good audience. I mean, it's a warm crowd.
They help us so much. Okay. They do all the hard work for us. Yeah. We don't have to win them over because they're ready to go on the first note. Yeah.
It makes it so much better when everybody is really into it. You feed off of that when you're playing, so it's rad. It's good stuff.
They were ready 24 hours ago because we met 100 of them last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I bet. Yeah. They're already ready. Okay, we're almost there. Our last question will be, what's next for Mephisto Walz? What's going on next? After playing here in Mexico, what are the next? We heard about your upcoming album, which is 8 quarters almost ready, right?
between 1/8 and 90% somewhere. I don't know. No, it's not 90%.
No, we're good. We'll be close in the next few months.
Yeah, and then I think we might do some stuff in spring in Europe, but we'll concentrate on the album next because it's a good time for us. Beginning of the year is a good time to do it.
Are you touring after?
We may do some shows, not immediately, but we
Back home after this.
go back home.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we've got stuff that we want to do, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to wind up coming up.
Okay. Well. Finally, I would like to ask each one of you to say something to Mexico, to your Gothic Mexican audience, alternative audience, and if you can do hi for Mascarada, which is the main magazine that is doing all this, it'll be great. So we start with you, Christian.
Well, one thing I would say to the promoters and the fans is try not to put so much division between you and the promoters and the little groups of people. Try to unite. We're all in this together, and separating each other and trying to damage the reputation of another promoter so you can stay on top doesn't help anybody. So that would be my message. Unite, come together. Stop with your trying to discredit the other promoters and other shows. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't make you look good, and it doesn't help the scene. It doesn't help the bands. It's very negative, and
But it's very exciting on Facebook when they do that. Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
it moves around and
Controversy.
right?
Yeah.
All that drama, everybody loves it.
yeah,
Anyways, I think you're very right.
yeah, it's just too much drama and trouble, and just enjoy the music. And everyone, let's try to rise above.
Yeah, of course, we're here for music.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, man.
I would, I guess, first start off by saying the same thing. It's important for everybody to be united, and that's why we all are a part of this, because we don't want to be a part of society. We don't want to be a part of all of the bullshit. We want everyone to be together, and because we all have this thing in common. So that's so important. But on top of that, I am so grateful for everyone that comes to see us and that buys our records and all that stuff. It's why we do it, and it's amazing, and we love everyone, and we love coming here. It's been awesome. Last night was great, meeting all the fans and stuff, all the people that are coming to the show tonight. It was touching. It was really awesome.
Well, we love you, so it's a good deal. Thank you, sir.
I would say I am still very thankful for the Mexican audience. That is the first thing I would say. And I would say just try to enjoy the music and enjoy yourself and make yourself happy. That's the most important thing you can do.
Okay, great. So one other thing, maybe hi for Mascarada or something for Mascarada.
I'm going to try to say it.
Yeah.
Hello, Mascarato.
Hola, Mascarada.
Hola Mascarada y gracias por estando aquí y soportando este tipo de música.
No, es excelente.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, guys.
You're going to make